All the way out. Good. Keep going. Keep going.
Blood counts are dropping, so basically that means the imipenem is suppressing my bone marrow.
Don't you think we're better together? Oh, I think we are.
You do a very good exhale. That's the best exhale I've seen from someone ever. Ready?
Good morning. Womp womp.
So the team came in, so 6:30 this morning I had blood work, and that was to check my vancomycin level, which is therapeutic, whoop whoop. But unfortunately my whites and my platelets and my other like blood counts are dropping faster than we anticipated. Okay, we're about to go to PFTs, but blood counts are dropping, so basically that means the imipenem that I've been on for 1 week is suppressing my bone marrow. So not ideal, but it does mean we were hoping to go home today, but that's not going to happen because of my blood counts. So we at least are staying one more day.
Let's see what happens, but let's go get PFTs.
Okay.
All the way out. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going as much as you can. All the way. 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 Keep going. Keep going. A little more. A little more. A little more. A little more. All the way. All the way. Good. Ready? Huge breath in. All the way, blast. All the way out. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going as much as you can. All the way out. All the way out. All the way out. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. Good. Blast.
First set done. I just did my inhaler. My pre and post, okay, so I should probably explain this. So there are a few different components to CF airways. Of course, there's the infection side of things where your lungs are battling this infection that's in your lungs. So that can cause scarring, which can decrease lung function because your lungs aren't working as efficiently. But another component to some people with CF is like a reactive airway situation. This is my understanding. It's kind of like more of an asthmatic type of reactionary thing, like a bronchospasm type of thing.
Basically like a closing up of the airways. And
like constrictive?
yeah. So she's not getting, and that's like due to infection and the CF side of things, but so like not as much air is able to get like out into the outer places of the lungs.
The outer places. So, so you might hear people talk about pre and post PFTs. So pulmonary function test, pre, before bronchodilator, and post, after bronchodilator. Now, in my recent past, like in the last 5 to 10 years, my pre and post don't show marked improvement. So that means that I'm probably not having very much reactive airway component. It's more just like infection issues. If I do my pre, which I just did, and then I do my bronchodilator, which you can either do the puffer like this or the neb. The neb makes my heart race too much, so I have to do just this one, which is Atrovent.
And bronchodilator is a medication that helps open up those kind of
Bronchioles.
restrictive airways. Yeah.
I'm assuming it's bronchioles.
Bronchioles?
The broccoli in your lungs.
Yeah.
Bronchioles.
Bronchioles.
Bronchial dilator. Dilate your bronchioles.
So anyways, you were saying.
So, it hasn't shown, actually my PFTs have come down in the past when I've done the neb version. So we're like, okay, don't do that. But, last week for PFTs, I did my Atrovent before I came to PFTs, and they were a little bit better, which they're actually down 4% from 5 days ago or whatever. So we're interested to see what they are after I do my Atrovent.
So
basically,
if they were to come up on her post, it would indicate maybe a more like chronic, like regular bronchodilator would be helpful, because right now Mary just uses it when she, like, as needed, right?
Right.
So like if she's having some of these restrictive airways, maybe something that she does every day.
Yeah, which I've done in the past. I've done Spiriva in the past, which is like a long-acting bronchodilator.
Which is probably what you'd go on again.
Yeah, that's what my team was talking about a few days ago. But yeah, so basically we kind of got cut off because we ran to PFTs. But we're basically in a tricky spot with my blood work because imipenem is treating both the Achromobacter, which I'm growing, and Pseudomonas, which the Pseudomonas is resistant to it, but we still try to treat it. And then the vancomycin is treating the MRSA, which is in my lungs. So right now we are on paper, we're on a really good combo, but if my whites go too low, then it puts my whole body at risk for even more serious, or potentially serious stuff.
Yeah.
So then there's the talk about, do we try a Neupogen shot, which is a shot that it's an injection which tells your bone marrow make more white blood cells. So it's kind of an option. It's a potential option that we've talked about. There's definitely pros and cons.
It's a little outside of the box of like what something you'd traditionally do, like so.
And then you decide, are the pros worth it versus the cons? And I've only been on imipenem for 1 week, so at the rate my blood cells are dropping, I might have a couple more days until they drop to like 2 dangerous, but we're not sure, so like we could wait and just see if they drop too far and then treat. It's just, there's so many layers. So right now, I will pause my packing, even though I packed most of our stuff up last night. We will pause, we would put a pause on that for now. I thought last night was our last night.
Yeah, we're just gonna wait it out and see what happens. We're gonna recheck blood work tomorrow and see where her blood counts are, see how it's trending, and then come up with a plan from there. But why don't you stop vlogging so you can rest and do post here in a few minutes.
I don't know if we ended up saying kind of the end result at PFTs. So my first set of PFTs was before the bronchodilator, and they were down a few percent from like 5 days ago. And then the second set was still down slightly from last week, but it's in the same range, and as we've always said, they're just numbers. They can be helpful, but ultimately we are treating the infection, not the numbers. So we're just gonna keep on doing what we're doing as far as we can with the blood counts in mind and all of that. But it is later in the evening right now, but here's what happened earlier. I tried to capture it on camera, so what I was able to capture, here you go. I went to the gym and had a ball.
Fill me out with your smile. While the sunshine brings the light. Fill me out with a flame. I will let you in this game. Take me out when I'm down. 'Cause with you I'm safe and sound. I'm safe and sound. I'm safe and sound. I'm safe and sound.
And then the camera died, but the rest of that workout was I stood on that half ball thingy that was wobbly, and we threw this like oblong ball from one person to the other. Peter hasn't heard this yet.
No, yeah.
So we threw it. I stood on the wobbly thing, so it was more work for like my core and everything. And it was a workout for both of us, but it was really fun. And like I've said before, they clean everything, every speck of everything that I touch, and other patients, to keep me healthy or safer and keep other people safe as well. But yeah, it was a really fun day in the gym, and I guess there's one benefit to staying another day. I'll get to go to the gym another day.
And Ollie and I took a little nap on the windowsill this afternoon, which was good. I think I needed a nap to kind of catch up from yesterday. But I wanted to say, Christmas is coming. The goose is getting fat. And where was I going with that? Oh yeah, shipping deadlines. If you want to order any of our t-shirts or sweatshirts before Christmas. Sorry, nurse came in. So what I was saying was, shipping deadlines for the holidays. If you want to get shirts or sweatshirts by Christmas and you live outside of the United States, the deadline to order is today. I know this is like last minute notice, but because of our fulfillment centers that we use, we have to leave plenty of time for production and then shipment. And so if you want to get something by Christmas, place your order today, November 28th. And then the last day for in the US to get t-shirts and sweatshirts by Christmas is December 7th. So there's actually a shipping tab on our online store where you can see these deadlines, but I just want to put that out there in case you were like wanting to order something by Christmas and you've been putting it off. Those are the deadlines. And then there's also a deadline for the rest of the stuff on our store. I think it's December 15th. But I don't actually know off the top of my head. It's on the online store. Hey guys, I just got, oh look at the Christmas festivities in here. It always brightens the healthcare workers' day when they walk in, and that's pretty fun. Do computers still do that? I don't think computers still do that. Like back on Windows 95, you had to do this thing called...
I don't know though, I did it through college.
You did it through college? Okay, so back on Windows computers, back in the day, that you had to do this disk defragmenting thing, and you had to like, I don't know, it like cleaned up files on your computer. I don't really know, but because your computer would start getting slower and you do this defragment your disk. So anyways, Mary's like, why don't you go out and get a bite to eat and defragment your disk? And so I just went and got some clover and just sat.
That shirt will be available on the online store.
Yes.
Don't bother me. Or,
don't bother me. My disc is defragmenting.
Or I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. I was just defragmenting my disc.
And we could have like the little like windows pop up for a disc defragmenter. Didn't it show like a pie of your like disc? Yes. Oh, but I remember like all the lines. Insert picture here. But anyways, everybody needs to defragment their disc every once in a while.
So explain what that means if they have no clue what you're saying.
If you don't know what that means, Mary was using it as a reference to just kind of chilling out and decompressing from life, taking a little break, and
basically
recalibrating. Yes.
Basically, Peter's just been amazing as always, and go the last 2 weeks. And I just wanted him to know that he is appreciated and he can take some time.
We're just hanging out tonight and not too much to report, but it's kind of a change of plans kind of day. But you know, you just go with the flow and say, as always, we will see you tomorrow.
Sorry.
Good night. And after party time with the Ollie boy. After party, hey, hey. Stretch. Sorry, I think I tied his leash like subconsciously while I was talking to the vlog.
Sorry, buddy. We'll see you tomorrow.